Thank you very much, partner. Yes, prosecutors in Chicago and Atlanta are appealing for new information after allegations of abuse were made in a documentary about R&B singer R. Kelly. Several women, including former employees and girlfriends of the singer, have accused Kelly of sexual misconduct. Well, he has long denied any wrongdoing. Our correspondent, William Denzelo, is joining us now from New York just to give us the latest on this. Good morning, William, South African time here in Johannesburg. Thank you very much for your time. What is the latest? I mean, I've picked up some reports that in Chicago, at least for now, they are saying there's no active investigation. Now we are hearing reports that there's calls from both Chicago and in Atlanta, Georgia, for new information. What's the latest?
Well, essentially the latest is that a 6-part documentary series has been released in the United States called Surviving R. Kelly, and in it, it reveals fresh allegations, fresh accusations of abuses from the R&B star. So essentially the message is that fresh investigations are being carried out here in the United States. We've heard from Kimberly Fox, who you so rightly alluded to, who is a prosecutor in Chicago, essentially asking people to come forward if they have any information on the subject. So essentially that's the latest. Of course, R. Kelly has battled years of allegations against him, really going all the way back to his early career, where he was accused of harbouring child pornography. He was accused in 2017, 2018 of holding 5 women in a sex cult. A former girlfriend also accusing him of domestic violence. And as you rightly say as well, of course, R. Kelly has vehemently denied all these allegations.
Now, he's denying it, but I've seen reports as well, like apparently the person who's produced this documentary series about R. Kelly and the alleged sexual misconduct cases has received a call from R. Kelly's lawyer, in a way indirectly threatening them. Do you know about that, William?
Well, it's certainly still very much developing as far as an investigation goes. But of course, at this stage, it remains hearsay. There hasn't been any formal kind of police activity at the moment. It just is a case of putting feelers out from investigators to see if any further credence can be made to these accusations. Of course, there has been an outpouring on really both sides. Of course, plenty of fans have come out in R. Kelly's support. He's seen a boost when it comes to the downloading of his songs. There's also been condemnation not only from members of the public in the United States, but also members of the celebrity culture as well. We've heard from rapper Common, who's essentially come out and said that the musical community, the celebrity community, should have done more in terms of bringing this to the attention of the public earlier. Of course, this all comes in the wake of the Me Too movement. Of course, we've also heard from John Legend, who actually features in this documentary series, who essentially alludes to the case of Harvey Weinstein, saying that he wants to see R. Kelly suffer a similar fate. Of course, that means that as Harvey Weinstein he's certainly having his day in court. So John Legend saying that he believes that at least there's enough evidence as far as he's concerned that R. Kelly deserves a similar kind of due process.
But in the meantime, those investigations will only proceed if more people come up with information. I haven't seen the documentary, but I've heard people describing it as disturbing. And the prosecutor you referred to in Chicago, Fox, saying that she was disgusted herself, a survivor of such acts. What should we expect next, William, from this case, in this particular? Should we expect the authorities both in Chicago, R. Kelly's hometown, and in Atlanta, Georgia, where the origin is, of course, of this documentary, should we expect the investigations to be ramped up now?
Well, investigators in Georgia specifically have been rather tight-lipped as things stand at the present. And in Chicago, of course, these appeals have gone out. Of course, many critics of these kind of policies have essentially said that by urging the public to come out and speak to investigators, there's the huge and distinct possibilities that this can bring forward a number of phony allegations coming forward that can really muddy the water. So at this stage, it's certainly an opportunity for investigators to look into all elements of any accusations, if more do indeed come forward, and decide whether there is indeed enough evidence to proceed. So certainly that's where we stand at this point in time.
Thank you very much, William Denzel, our correspondent in New York, talking today about R. Kelly and the latest series